Hello and welcome, my lovely Libra. I am the Queen of Clovers and welcome to my channel. This is your general reading for Halloween. Exciting, exciting. This is just going to be the Oracle of Shadows and Light, and then I'm also going to do the Beautiful Creatures Tarot for clarification, and that's it. A nice, quick, short reading to get you through it. Ooh! That was kind of fast. You guys are speedy. I think I'm just going to keep going because I like that card. Something about it. All right, this is a general reading for Libra. What am I saying? Oh, it could be for anyone, anybody, or nobody. That card really threw me for a loop, and I don't know what it is yet. Cross-watchers are definitely welcome, so maybe see where your Libra will end up on Halloween night. Also, blah, blah, blah. I'm tongue-tied. Oh my, Libra. As with all tarot readings, please take what's yours and leave out all the rest, my dears, my darling ones. What else do I have? If enamored by my reading, please like and subscribe. And definitely, this is messages from Spirit, because Halloween the Veil is mighty thin. Spirits love to communicate, and frankly, this is a little warm-up, asking them for some advice this early. All right, let's see. Strangely lonely. Holding on way too tight. It's almost like holding on way too tight to nothing, even. You ever catch yourself holding on way too tight to nothing? I mean, they don't even hug you anymore, let alone answer your phone calls sometimes. It's kind of a dark start, Libra. What's worse is you're holding on to somebody who has died. I did read a very, very dramatic article about this woman. Every time she was sexually assaulted, and every time the guy who was in jail came up for parole, you know, her phone would ring, she'd get a phone call and say, oh, he's at parole, it was denied. And, you know, at every turn, he could have been, as a victim, you know, that's usually something they set up for victims. So if your person that assaulted you gets out of prison, you'll get a phone call that says they were released from prison. I can't imagine anything more frightening. Well, she got a call, and it was unusual, because sometimes these calls come pretty automatically, like once they type them into the system, and I think she said it was like 4 in the morning, and it basically said he died. And, in that moment, especially the way she thought of justice, you know, and being fair and this and that, you know, she was very minded in this Libra energy, you know, but it didn't change anything. It didn't help her heal more. She almost felt like she should have been further in her healing, among other things, because his action did nothing for her or her healing at all. Most of your healing has to come from you. You're not going to get it from the person that hurt you. Oh my. This is definitely a bump in the road. This legacy is like, I know like 10 of Pentacles is very often like, oh boy, 10 of Pentacles is like a lot of money. Money in the bank, wealth. You can build a church and a house with a graveyard, a cemetery, a family plot, and that kind of thing. But this 10 of Pentacles, the legacy, is coming across, especially with that deep, dark oracle card. What are you holding on to from your family line? You know, and one of the great things about Halloween is, you know, you don't have to see your grandma, you don't have to see your boyfriend, whatever. You can just make plans for the funnest and whoever's going to enjoy the Halloween the most in the United States of America. It's not a family holiday, it's not even a friend's holiday, it's whatever you want it to be. You could go and, like, a lot of people work haunted houses, and they're volunteers, some of them, during this time, just because it's something they love to do. And this is, what are you doing? You know, are you not taking advantage of this time, this Halloween time, to like delve into the spirit, your own spirit, and your own needs, and your own truths and realities? Because you are worth, 6 of Pentacles, you are worth quite more than your legacy, what you've inherited from your past. you're actually a more giving being. You're a more, what do you call it, a more ascended creature than what comes from your legacy. Some of your legacy could literally, some people's legacy is Nazi Germany. I mean, that's not really the best one to brag about either. So just consider where your things are, where your values, your morals, your, things that build you. What is it all really about? Because Spirit is going to ask you to work on it. Spirit is going to want you to start, Seven of Pentacles, start building a new legacy, start planting seeds for a change in the past and what happened in the past, especially if it sucked and it was bonkers. Spirit is giving you an opportunity to separate from your past. And it's going to happen this Halloween. If you are dealing with somebody of your legacy, a grandparent, a relative that has passed on, that there's, maybe a dark past or a sadness, I love my grandma to death. Adored this woman, and boy did I hate her, because we also lived together for 5 years. Boy, did we fight like cats and dogs sometimes. But I adored her, and sometimes I become really sad because of the sad things I remember. But you do have to make peace with that, because it really ain't no thing, especially after someone is gone. What are you honoring too? Are you honoring the right thing? Would you want your own children to do the things you're doing? These are questions Spirit wants you to ask. The Chariot. Ooh, movement. All right. Well, you may get an inheritance. You're the only one that really got deathy, passing on information. There could be a reading of a will with the Ten of Pentacles. But with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you are either going to reconnect with that legacy or family. It is in the upright. It can be positive too. There are things about yourself with the legacy that you can want to grab hold of again that are quite honorable. And it seems like that's what you're doing. You're either cleaning up a really shady legacy, or you're trying to get back into the light of the past legacy. And it's going to happen really fast. People miss you, Libra. If you have been estranged from your family, people miss you. People really do miss you. Miss you being there, miss you laughing with that family, telling stories. They miss your presence there. No matter what the legacy, good or bad, that was keeping you apart. There was some kind of separation. I think it could change on Halloween night dinner. Some of you may be willing to go to, Jesus Christ, yes, church, mass. Yes, do something physical with the Queen of Pentacles here. Libra, for example, you might be willing to, because I was going to say some, that horn threw me off. Horny horns. It basically, All Souls Day is the first, and All Saints Day, All Souls Day follows Halloween. And they are religious days of obligation in the Catholic Church, and a lot of churches do have special services on that day, especially if you've lost someone in the prior year. You may end up attending that mass like with a mom or a grandma. Like I said, the legacy of faith. There's something there, and it's going to renew you. Look at her gown. It's all leafy and earthen, and something about that is going to re-ground you and put you in a position to pretty much work on whatever the fuck you want. With the Seven of Pence. This is actually a pretty good reading. I thought it was going to be really dark. But yes, it's actually pretty cool. But Halloween, these thoughts are going to be on your mind. You might be sitting in a corner just thinking. But Spirit says people will be able to drag you out of that, because it's very easy to decide to return to your family sometimes. And since you're on the fence, I think this is pushing you over the fence one way or the next to either cut people off or welcome them back into your lives. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Libra. Please like, subscribe, share, comment if enamored by my reading. Please check in next week for November readings and the new moon readings. Have a great Halloween, my loves.